Hi and welcome to free Excel tutorial videos. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create a custom function to replace multiple ifs function. Okay, if you have been nesting if function inside an if function and find it difficult, then this video or tutorial is going to help you out. Okay, over here I have a very long function. Okay, so if function where I nest one if function inside another, and there is also an AND function joined together in here. Okay, it all looks pretty complicated, and the reason is because say that we want to determine the quantity break for the amount of discount that a buyer or a customer can get when they purchase a certain quantity of amount from say our company. So um, depending on how many customers they order, they can how many products they order, they can qualify for a certain discount. So if it's less than 5, and it's 0%, 6 to 24 is 10%, if they buy 25 to 49 it's 15%, and so on. Okay, of course we can use the if function and nest it inside another, but what if say the sales department suddenly change their mind and want to change the quantity for the certain amount of discount, so we have to come inside this long formula to make the change. So obviously that's not what we want. Okay, so to save the hassle and trouble, we can create a custom function in Excel to achieve the same result. All right, so let's begin to write our custom function. So we have to do this by using the Visual Basics editor. So let's open the Visual Basic editor. So this is the uh, Visual Basic editor, and first of all, if you do not have already a module, you need to insert a module. Just go over to insert. Okay, to insert, so you have to come over to insert. If you do not already have a module, you can come here and module, and you can right click and see the code. Okay, so let's start all over. Okay, the first keyword is the word function. Okay, and then I'm going to give this function a name, so I'm going to use DISC for discount, QTY for quantity, and we will have to add the argument for this function. So I'm going to type in here quantity, close the bracket, and hit enter. So when you see the function being capitalized, this means that okay, you're doing the codes correctly. Okay, next I'm going to use a series of index and outdex for this code. So the first keyword is I'm going to use select. Notice that I also use the I didn't use the capitalize, and then case, and then quantity. Okay, hit enter. Expected case, wrong spelling. So now I hit enter. I'm going to put in a dance here. So the first case is the keyword is case. The first keyword is case. Okay, and this word case is the substitute for if. Okay, so we are going to say select case for the quantity and hit enter. Okay, so uh, the first in the first case, what we want is for the quantity less than 5. Okay, as you can see over here, less than 5, so the case is less or equals 5. Okay, and if that's the case, our formula or function will be 0. Okay, which means there is no discount. Okay, no discount for 5 5 the quantity of 5 or less. Okay, the next case would be 6 to 24. Okay, and if this is the case, the formula will be this one, DISC QTY, and the amount of discount will be 10%, which is 0.1. Okay, and hit enter, and for the next case it will be from 25 to 49, and the formula for this will be 0.15. Okay, 25 to 49 we have 15% discount. Okay, and then next we will put again the next case, which is from 50 to 74, and if this is the case, we type in the function, and the amount of discount that the customer or buyer will get is 20%. And the last one, the last case will be greater or equals to 75. Okay, so here you need to put case is. Okay, and if you hit enter, the formula will be 0.25%. Okay, so this is how we will match the amount of discount to the amount of quantity that the buyer or the customer buys, and the formula will calculate for us the amount of discount that each buyer will get. Okay, so at the end of this the code, you have to put here and select. Okay, you can put anywhere, and notice that it became a blue color. So just like the function, you have a beginning and you have the end. For the select, we have a beginning and we have the end. So now our function with this name DISCQTY, this which stands for discount quantity, is ready. So let's test it out. So let's come back to the worksheet over here. I have here quantity ordered and quantity discount received. So we want to determine how much discount is provided if a buyer buys 7 units, 4 units, 49 units, 71 units, and so on. So let's come to this cell over here, type in equals, SC. As you can see, our formula is here. So let's select this one and function autocomplete. So here comes the argument. So let's select this cell, which is the 7 quantity, and hit enter. So the amount of discount for a customer who buys 7 quantity of product will get a 10% discount. So let's verify it. 7 is more than 5, so it's 10%. So we have the result for this one. All we can do now is autofill, and we will get the results in the other row. So for a customer who buy 49 units, you will get 15% discount. For a customer who buys 76 units, you will get 25%. Okay, so all is correct. So if let's say your sales department decide to change this, okay, to change this and to change the amount of discount, you can just come back to this function over here and change it over here and here. Okay, here and here, whichever category it falls into. So it's pretty much easy. I think it's much easier than coming to this formula over here and finding the specific place for you to change the formula. So having a custom formula like this one can definitely save you a lot of time, and in my opinion, much simpler to use. Okay, so this is how you can use a custom function to replace multiple ifs function in Microsoft Excel. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next tutorial video.